What if Hitler had continued his life as a painter? Would have World War II taken place? What would have happened if Hitler had been admitted to the Academy of Fine Arts Vienna? Adolf Hitler killed millions of people. At the end of World War II, 40 million people were dead. Millions of people have been harmed or have lost family members. They suffered a lot, but might all of these tragedies have been avoided? Could a change in Hitler's life have prevented a world war? Adolf Hitler chose to pursue his passion of becoming an artist in 1907. His tendencies had been known to him since boyhood. With the death of his father, who compelled him to find another career, he saw this as a possibility. He enrolled in the Academy of Fine Arts Vienna's admission exam when he was only 18 years old. Unfortunately for him, and many others, he was turned down for 2 years in a row. The first examination was in 1907, and he passed the preliminary examination, which consisted of drawing 2 biblical scenes in 2 3-hour sessions. The second part of the exam consisted of presenting a portfolio of papers already done for the examiners. On the other hand, he was not even admitted to the exam on the second attempt in 1908. When he was first denied in 1907, the examiners reasoned that the pictures included too few heads, adding that Hitler had no interest in art, but rather in architecture, which his teachers pushed him to pursue. It means his work, though technically competent, was sterile, and curiously his cityscapes were almost always devoid of people. Hitler was destroyed by this decision, but he tried to make a living from art. Often it was unsuccessful. He felt disappointed and enraged. However, the situation in Germany at the time did not help at all to calm Hitler's thoughts. Hitler's greatest defeat came when Germany surrendered. And he understood that Germany wasn't losing, and that they only lost because the Jews wanted the war to end so they could return to their trades and make more money. Hitler was broken at that time and desperately wanted Germany to be powerful again. Hitler joined the NSDAP, also known as the National Socialist German Workers' Party in English. Hitler became so influential in the party that he became its leader. The Nazi Party existed before Hitler. But this movement needed a strong leader. Without Hitler's magnetism, National Socialism might not have been able to solidify its authority as easily. So, it might have taken them longer if they could still get up and into the heads of the struggling German people. Who's to say that Hitler could have made a living off art? Maybe he eventually rose to power in Germany because he couldn't make a living doing fine arts? So many variables to think about, but in the end, personally, I do believe that with the struggling political environment and economy of Germany, even if it weren't Hitler, someone else would have gotten into power and the World War would still have happened. Though perhaps in a different way. Without Adolf Hitler, someone else would have risen to power during the early 30s. Germany was going through a rough path at the time. Anton Drexler and Ernst Röhm were influential figures of the party when Adolf Hitler joined the National Socialist Party. Let's imagine that Hitler made a living only through his art and was not a member of the party. Even in this scenario, the current leaders of the party had aggressive thoughts and atmosphere that could lead to a world war. Maybe we support our idea through Ernst Röhm. Röhm was a former military officer who actually created the Sturmabteilung, meaning a storm detachment as known as SA, that helped place the Nazis in power. Moreover, Ernst Röhm might not have made many of the choices Hitler made. Thus the course of World War II would have been significantly different. Maybe Nazi Germany could have stopped it more easily. So many lives could have been saved. I don't want to link all of this to the fact that Adolf Hitler was rejected by the Academy of Fine Arts Vienna. But I can't help but wonder what it would be. What would have happened if Hitler had been accepted as an artist? What are your thoughts? Please write your opinions in the comments section.